Punch newspaper. The first headline here says, Tinubu returns after 34 days, dismisses ill health rumors. Sudan, Ethiopia blocks flee Nigerian students fraction, agrees 72-hour ceasefire. Sokoto hires agent to watch over 120 students in Sudan. Also, another headline from the Punch newspaper says Nigerian lost 2.3 trillion revenue to oil theft in 12 months, says IOC. IPOB did not kill policemen in Imo restaurant, says spokesman. And Ondo community warns the government against installing new monarch. Diaspora Nigerians remitted 168 billion in 8 years, says World Bank report. And now we'll move to the Vanguard newspaper. Sudan, evacuation of over 2,000 Nigerians begins today. And stakeholders, others disagree over $800 million fuel subsidy palliatives. You get the story from the Vanguard. Still from the Vanguard, 40% pay rise. Varsity workers on war path with federal government over exclusion. And also another one here from the Vanguard, suspected hurts Mother Labour Party word chairman in Benue. Suspected headers Mother Labour Party's word chairman in Benue. And residents cry out as headers terrorize 10 Edo communities. Malami Zainab and the $2.4 billion oil theft probe. The report is on the Vanguard newspaper. Shun rumors. I am strong, Tinubu says on arrival from France. Now we move to the Nation's newspaper. Igbo leaders to Iweyanwu align with Tinubu. And also from the Nation this morning, we will deliver on renewed hope agenda, Tinubu affirms. And we will deliver on renewed hope agenda, Tinubu affirms. This story has a rider, says, I am very strong, rousing welcome for president-elect. And Buhari to attend Gulf of Guinea summit. Still from the Nation's newspaper, don't issue flight certificates to Nigeria Air domestic carrier, says NECA. And now we move to Daily Trust newspaper. Like Buhari, Ganduje, Taraba governor begs Nigerians for forgiveness. Coalition calls for dialogue, unity in Jos. The story is on the Daily Trust newspaper. My visit to Anambra Mosque, not political, says Obi. Also from the Daily Trust, African communities must take ownership of malaria vaccines. And now we move to this day newspaper. Tinubu disregard rumor about my health. I am refreshed, ready for the task ahead. And the writer here says Nigerians are glad to see you back and fit, says Barrow. And APC to suspend Amechi's ex-chief of staff, others over anti-party activities. Afenifere resurgence of terrorism after 2023 pools, worrying. That story is on this day newspaper. Obi meets Muslims, says Nigeria is one, only divided by politics. Now, the writer to that story says, declares he is never discriminated against anyone on religion basis. Bawa queries exclusion of Igbo from Tinubu's inauguration committee. Says it's a signpost marginalization, lack of vision. Another writer says APC dissolves presidential campaign cancel. And finally this morning, World Bank rank South Africa, Egypt, Benin Republic, others ahead of Nigeria in Global Logistics Performance Index. Now, these are your headlines this morning from all of the newspapers, 5 newspapers this morning. Now, we'll move on now to discuss some of the hot topics in the news with you. I'll connect with Rufai Oseni via the network and we'll begin the conversation. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, so you could watch us on YouTube and leave a comment, share, like, subscribe to our channel. I have with me this morning Rufai Oseni. Good morning to you.
Bless you, Mary. Bless you. Good morning.
Welcome to the program. How are you doing today? Back to work. Holidays over.
I worked yesterday. We don't have day. We don't
Yeah,
get a day.
we don't know holidays. I just wanted to just say that. Okay. You always work. Now, not to the first story here. It's about malaria because today, April 25, it's a malaria day. Nigeria joins the rest of the world in observing the World Malaria Day, designed by the United Nations as the day for sensitization of malaria. So today we are looking at the World Malaria Day, and it says here that malaria led to 619,000 deaths out of the 247 million cases in 2021. And of these deaths, 77% were children under 5 years of age. Out of the 257,000 new cases, 95% of them are in Africa. And Nigeria is there leading. According to the World Malaria Report 2022, Nigeria recorded 31% of the 619,000 deaths documented globally, and Africa recorded a total of 599,000 deaths within the period. So, today is World Malaria Day. We are observing that today, and this year's World Malaria Day will be marked under the theme "Time to Deliver Zero Malaria." The theme is most appropriate, especially coming at a time when Nigeria also approved the R21 malaria vaccine manufactured by the Serum Institute of London. Rufai, that's a long read. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. So congratulations as regards to the malaria vaccine. This has been a long time coming because I've always felt that it was only a vaccine that was going to be able to crack the scourge of malaria that we've dealt with for so many years. And malaria dates back hundreds of years. In fact, I think the very first person that did some big work on malaria was Ronald Ross, the British scientist, when he, propounded, you know, some palliative for malaria itself. And the fact that the colonialists they were affected with malaria as people too were local people, that a lot of people died from malaria over the ages of 100 years ago. And, it was based on that work that he discovered that, oh, probably malaria could be caused by bad air, hence the
Yeah.
Italian name for malaria, which means something that is bad air. So since then, we've had the scourge all over Africa. It's been a fast killer all over Africa. It still kills a lot of people. And that's the shocking thing. People don't understand how much malaria still kills. So with the vaccine coming on board, I think it's some very good work. But hey, prevention is still better than cure. And how do you prevent? That's where the big wahala comes in a mega city like Lagos that has very dirty drainages. Dirty drainages, because malaria, the mosquito breeds in stagnant water and is majorly caused by what we call the female Anopheles mosquito. There are other forms of mosquito that cause other illness, but malaria is specifically caused by the female Anopheles mosquito. This breeds in stagnant water. This brings a very dirty environment, hence the name malaria, which means bad air. Anywhere you've got bad air, convoluted air, bad environment, it breeds there. Government should also do sensitization as regards this. Government should also be able to, sanitize all our gutters. In some areas, they've been able to achieve near eradication, with insecticides like DDT, although we don't, those ones also had their own health hazards. So a lot of people don't support them. But to a large extent, we need to keep our environment clean. And the reason why malaria persists is that our environments are not clean. Apart from the fact that we're in the tropics here, our environments are not clean. And
Mm.
it is a very, very big one for all of us. So all hands will be on deck. Also, other preventive measures should be the mosquito treated nets that have done a lot of work at reducing the scourge of malaria and access to malaria treatments and availability of treating tools. I mean, today, let me tell you something. You'll be shocked that at least for you to treat a very good bout of malaria, it could cost you about 3,000 to 4,000 naira. But
There, yeah.
Mary, if you go to the last and you break down the health budget, do you know that most Nigerian citizens get up to 2,000 naira per year in health budget? So if our health budget cannot treat an individual for one bout of malaria, then how do you treat the indigent people? And that's what happened. That's why you see people still die because they don't have the access to malaria drug. So it's a thing we should all look at. And we say we're a very rich country in Nigeria, but yet we have very poor people. So it's something we should all look at and celebrate World Malaria Day and try as much as possible to fight this scourge of malaria head on. But I think it's a small foot in the door, small step, small giant, small leap from mankind as regards getting the malaria vaccine. And I think with the circulation of it, a lot can be a whole lot better.
Yeah, it can be better. From the report, we'll see that we spent about $1 billion every year to prevent for the prevention and treatment of malaria. And just a suggestion: if the government is looking for what to subsidize the malaria medicine because malaria is very common. If anybody is sick, the first thing is have you taken malaria medicine? So if that drug can be subsidized, so you could get it for 100 or 50 naira, for example, I think that will go a long way as we embrace the vaccine. Now to another story here. Let's quickly move to the Sudan story. There is a follow up. The follow up to that story said there is a ceasefire now, 72 hours ceasefire, and some Nigerians fleeing through Ethiopia. They were blocked from fleeing, and that has, I think, the Minister for Foreign Affairs have stepped into that matter, and also they're going to evacuate over 2,000 Nigerians today, according to the report. And another interesting one says that Sokoto state has hired agents to watch over 120 students from Sokoto. So the governor there is taking initiative protecting people from his state. Do you think other state governors should step in to protect their own people, hire agents to watch over their people, escalate the issues there?
I mean, if they can, why not? And if not, but if the Sokoto state government can hire agents to watch after its own state, why can't he hire the same agent to watch over Nigerians? You see, we should stop thinking state
That's true.
in the first place. So you hire to watch over your own people, then what about the other Nigerians? So please, because you see the matter, and I don't trust that so-called ceasefire, because Hamda Dagalo and Burner, what they are fighting for is a fight for supremacy. They tried to call this ceasefire during the holy month of Ramadan, nothing happened. And the fight is now split down the middle. Abona is being supported partly by the Americans, they're backing him. But guess what? Hamda Dagalo, even despite the fact that Russia has not openly come to support him, there's a group called the Wagner military group that is currently fighting in Ukraine on behalf of the Russian government, led by Yevgeny Prigozhin, who is called Putin's chef. Because how the Prigozhin became famous. Prigozhin used to run a restaurant where he used to supply Putin food. And from there, Putin liked his food a lot, so they call him Putin chef. But from then on, he now set up Wagner Group, where he became a war mercenary. And he's the one prosecuted the war. But I hear that Wagner Group is supporting Dagalo. Somebody was happening yesterday that bullets, you just sit down in your house in Sudan, bullets will come in.
Yes, it's not an organized battle at all. It's not organized at all.
Some Nigerians have tried to flee through various ports. What is even happening now is that when they get to the border, they are not allowing them pass. Nigerians, they are saying no, they must get a visa to enter Ethiopia, for instance, and it is only the Sudanese they are allowing to pass. So it's a big problem. Anyway, they said the military, the ministry, or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been working at it, and also the embassy in Sudan tried to give them a letter, but they are not allowing them pass through the border because there are some people now that are now in pockets of town. So it's in a case like this, you will not say you select people only from your state. These are part of the things we tell our governors, and if we talk to them now, they will say you are talking. So please, everybody must be secured and look for a way to be able to check them out because there are different checkpoints. And I keep insisting that this was too late already. This was too late already.
Yeah.
See how other people now brought their own people out.
Japan has taken all their people out. All of them, they've evacuated. Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, they've taken their people out.
We try as much as possible to take our own people out. Sometimes when you look at other countries, you wish Nigeria too was like Gengegen, where we send in our own special forces to go and rescue. They used like we used to do an American film, Gengegen.
Yes.
Then you see military with big muscle, they will reach there, land the plane, and they will say, "Oh, hero!" They will not hero, take our people and save our people. People will not look and say Nigerian military hero. You wish that sometimes. And some of these things, we need to start doing some of these things because these are the feel good factor that builds a nation. We should not just be living our. Why is that anytime there's crisis all over the world? We will delay, oh, it's only the last minute. We'll not say, yeah, peace, go and save us. Eh?
Yeah, I heard Airpeace has said they are going to lift people. They already
Mm,
volunteered.
our leaders should do better. Our leaders should do better, honestly. But it's a very dire situation. And I condemn totally that Sokoto state governor only getting agents to look after his own people. Other people that are there are not Nigerians. Eh? What
No,
is he
no, but
doing?
he's doing something. What about other state governors that have not even said anything about it? You can't totally condemn him. He's doing something. At least he's
And now,
doing
but Mary,
something.
please, now because now he has not decided to do something, he didn't do it well. In a state of emergency, what you do is you see how you can secure as much as possible. It's as simple as that. So how will fellow Nigerians feel when they say their state governor has come to secure them with some agents? And who are even these agents? Are these agents I'm the Dagalo boy that you pay not to shoot you? Because the way people are shooting indiscriminately,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
shooting, so who are even these agents in the first place? But thanks for no thanks. If it was, let's say secure in total. We should not be having a case where a governor will be securing, but if he also secure, let him do it totally. That's what we are saying. Because
Anything worth doing is worth doing well. That's
yeah,
that's what you're
that
saying.
state starts now. You now see because somebody is from your state now. So if another person not from your state, they want to kill them now, you say they should go and die, abi?
You're not from your state now. All man for himself.
No, that's sad now. That's wrong. That's why you say the country keeps dropping the ball.
Now, talking about our country, yesterday there was a jubilation as the president-elect hit ground, came into the country yesterday, jubilation. He said that the rumor that he was sick is a rumor, it's not true. He's healthy, refreshed, ready to take the country to the next level. So he came and excitement everywhere. And also, to the writer to this story says Bawa queries exclusion of Igbos from Tinubu's inauguration committee. Now, that Bawa pointed out is very significant. Is it true that they don't have Igbos in his inauguration committee?
Okay, so a couple of things. I had a chance to talk to an surrogate yesterday, Ayoyalo, and he said that that committee setup was not their proper. That it was, yeah, it was just an event committee for inauguration. But even at that, it is very bad. You must still have Igbos there. That exclusion is not acceptable in a country that is highly divided. That elections are still even in courts. The elections have not even ended. We keep thinking that the election process has ended. It only ends after the court rules. So I still highly divided. Cases are still in courts. And there's the talk about marginalization of Igbo people. Even if it's a inauguration committee, you must put people there to show a representation of the nation. Igbo people must be represented there. But they say, oh, the argument he made was there was just an inauguration committee, no big deal about it. He said that when the rich transition committee is set up, we are waiting for that. If there are no Igbo people, then we'll shout again. And this is part of the things we keep talking about in this country. Tinubu came back yesterday amid pomp and pageantry. A lot of his people were there. They were happy for him. Like I said, wish him a lot of well, but hope he knows he's coming to face a lot of work in Nigeria. The economy is suffering, things are bad, all sorts is going on and all of that. In the country, there's killing here and there, and he needs to find solutions to all those problems. Workers are complaining, people are complaining in general. There are no even work for some people. And these are the things. And we have to also match up with his promises he made for him. But there's another picture making the rounds on social media about seeing a medical, what is it called in his hand? Is it
Social media.
drip, blood transfusion and everything? What I would say as regards that is
Yes.
I have not immediately verified that photo forensically because me, I like to talk with forensic facts. So I'm not armed with forensic verification. But also, if you zoom into the picture as released by the cable online, all right, not the distorted photo. I went to the cable's website and checked, and when I zoomed in on it, when he raised up his hand, yeah, I did see something there. But like I said, I've not forensically verified it. But there were rumors about his health, and since he's president-elect, he's going to be president now. He should be able to tell us stages of what is really going on, because you see, he's now our property. He's now president. and we can constantly scrutinize him about his health. All right, like it is even done in other parts of the world based on accountability. The
Mm.
president will have medical checks from time to time, and
And
they
they
will
will
release
and
the
we
results.
discuss it openly that this is what it is and this is what a doctor says and is handling it.
Said during the politics season that a lot of people were abusing me. That if we have access to medical records, or he himself even releases medical records, so we know what's going on. It's as simple as that. That's just it. So we know what's going on because these talks about his health will not go away.
Interesting. Before I let you go, this headline from the Nation's newspaper has gotten a lot of Igbo people talking. It says Igbo leaders to this name Umayamu align with Tinubu. That's
Igbo leaders to what?
this name. It's I'm trying to pronounce it properly. Iwayamu. Iwai.
Now, that's the Indigo. That's that's Chief now, the famous
Yes.
industrialist, champion newspaper, very prominent person in the media, in our media space, industrial man, very big industrialist, done the 80 couple of, I think, months ago. So what did Emmanuel Iwanyan say?
It says the general, the president general of Ohaneze Indigbo said that the chief Emmanuel Iwayawu has been advised to align with the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to bring peace to the southeast. Do you think the alignment will bring peace to the southeast? The advice from Ohaneze. What is your thoughts?
So another thing we should say is, yes, President General Buhari can say what he wants, but alignment will also be based on terms and conditions and concepts. So look at the conversations we have with conversations on marginalization. The Igbos must be, assured without reasonable doubt that to a large extent there will not be any level of marginalization. Because see, we forget that we keep trying this marginalization. And when you look at even Olusegun Obasanjo confirmed recently that him against the Igbos, which is not good, when he was in Akwa Ibom State by saying that when he even made Soludo CBN governor, and because you called you aware, finance minister, people were saying that you are giving the economy to Igbo. What is that supposed to mean? Is it about who you give the economy to or the competence of them doing it? And are the Igbos not Nigerians? Ohanese is calling for that alignment. The alignment will not just be served on a platter of, what Yorubas call asaro porridge.
Yeah.
No, it will not just be served on the platter of porridge. It has to be served with due negotiations and concessions here and there. And those conversations need to happen. So it's not just going to happen on the platter of gold. So if they say that there's a need for alignment, the question is, what are you also bringing forward, you that you want alignment to be? Because you see, either way, east or west, one is home. We need peace, we need inclusion. And the problem that has always been in Nigeria has been the lack of the inclusion of, the Igbos. And you see, all of these sentiments started many years ago. And that's why I keep begging people, see, we can't afford another war in Nigeria.
No, we can't.
Because the sentiments of what happened in the 1960 Biafra War, 50 years after, still reigns supreme. I have talked to many, many Igbos, many actors in the war. There was a time in my life that for me to be able to know so much about the war, I started interviewing people, a lot of them dead now. In fact, I interviewed a couple of Yoruba soldiers that were drafted into the war and everything. And one refrain I get in all the interview, and trust me, baby, I've talked to hundreds of people that participated one way or the other in the war, and I've gotten many anecdotal evidence. One thing they all say is that the war shouldn't have happened. Because you see, there's something called the psychology of war. After the guns stop shooting, the mentality that has been disturbed, the fact that people don't see each other as the same again is very problematic. And over the years, you must do a lot to be able to bring that up. I mean, we still talk about Jewish anti Semitism. Most of the anti Semitism against the Jews started in the early 1900s, but this over 100 years after, anti Semitism still heralds every conversation on Jewish people.
Yeah.
Just this is going on. And just like, I think Olusegun Obasanjo was the one talking about he doesn't know why there's an Igbophobia in Israel. Although some have also attacked him that you played a major role in the killing of Igbos during the war and all of that. But he's like, it was a war and all of that. So people should know the effect of the thing. And that's why I keep telling them that all this ethnic baiting during the election period that they were calling some people Chinedu in Lagos was unwarranted. And they did not, you see, the funny thing about our politicians is that they are so dumb that they didn't even know the
Yeah.
effect of what happened. They don't know how many years it's going to reverberate for.
They just
Until they
moved. They
start
just
again.
moved on. They just never addressed it. Never addressed it. Just moved on.
The truth has to be said. You break some people's heart, but you forget that not every heart mends. And that's why I'm very cautious with everybody's hearts. I am not perfect, but I'm cautious with everybody's hearts. You break some people's heart, but you forget that it's not every heart that at the rate at move on. So you just think when you call for healing, peace, and reconciliation,
Yes.
you move on. And how do you do that? You need to call a spade a spade. Okay, look at the Igbo man that said he will call IPOB to Lagos. I condemn what he said. He's still in custody today. They've not released him. They are begging for him to be released. But look at MC Oluomo that said even worse. He's working in Freeman, and even the police were those that were defending him by saying he was joking. When people see these double standards, they go for right. So we need to be able to consolidate on the truth and come together and truly look ourselves in the face and say, you know what, we want peace to reign, but peace comes with terms and conditions. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rufai. We need to go for a commercial break now. I've been prompted. So when we return, the phone lines will be open for you to join the conversation. Have a great rest of the day. And thank
Bless
you.
your heart, Mary.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
For this Naija wey we dey so, say you no hold cash no mean say wahala dey o. You wan send money to Male for villa, just use Momo. You wan buy recharge card or data, just use Momo. You wan pay for market wey you buy, just use Momo. You fit use Momo run plenty things without cash. As long as you get Momo account, no cash, no wahala. And e dey easy to open o. Just dial *671# to open Momo account. Set your PIN, transfer money from your bank account inside your Momo account. Make you fit dey pay for anything, send and receive money sharp sharp, because life dey for this Naija wey we dey so. Say you no hold cash no mean say wahala dey o. You wan send money to Male for villa, just use Momo. You wan buy recharge card or data, just use Momo. You wan pay for market wey you buy, just use Momo. You fit use Momo run plenty things without cash. As long as you get Momo account, no cash, no wahala. And e dey easy to open o. Just dial *671# to open Momo account. Set your PIN, transfer money from your bank account inside your Momo account. Make you fit dey pay for anything, send and receive money sharp sharp, because life dey for this Naija wey we dey so. Say you no hold.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The phone lines are open for you to join the conversation. The time is 7:29 and the numbers to call is 08164425875. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
What's your
I
name?
will always pray. My name is Mike, as usual. I always call from Missouri.
Okay, welcome, sir. Go ahead.
I want to appreciate your work, and I will always pray that somebody like Rufai, that God will always protect him. He has been the mouthpiece of the voiceless in this country, as your radio is being called.
Yeah.
Well, we welcome our president back yesterday with the speech of those that are speculating that he's sick or whatever, that they continue speculating that he's set and how. That's a very good welcome address to his people. And I also want to comment about the governor of the Sokoto state, who wants to provide a special security for his own people. I don't know whether Sokoto has a special army that will protect their people. The same statement made by one Igbo chief in Ajawa State that kept him inside the presidency today. I don't know if there are two different statements, but I believe that it's the same security issue. He is in prison today. Maybe let us look into the affairs of this country and see whether the marginalization of Igbos that we're talking about is still existing or not, and address the issue. Until we address this issue, these things cannot work out. The transition program, no single Igbo. Joe Ibokwe was an APC serious member. He was lamenting that there is no single Igbo man in the transition, even if it is complete or not, even if it is mere or not. Let us unite ourselves. and move ahead. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. I like the way you made it very brief. The numbers to call in case you're just tuning in, is 08164425875. Hello, good morning.
Mary, good morning. This is Great to be calling from the Jogo.
Mr. Great, welcome.
Yeah, Mary.
Yes.
If you look, when the Buhari, came in as a president, you still come of that mindset of that civil war. Because if you can remember, when Buhari wife was, Buhari wife said that her husband was not, rehabilitated after the civil war. So still got that mindset of civil war to his government. And that's why his government failed. Because he tried to choose the most intelligent ones to work with him. And that's why Nigeria is where it is today. When you look when Obasanjo took over the affairs of Nigeria, he used the most, you select the best ones, you understand, and work, especially in the economy.
Yes.
I see our economy was, booming. Every Nigeria was happy. But today, we are, look at where we are. They have started. We fought. If you don't know, Mary, we are fighting a good war in Nigeria. You may not believe. The PC government, came out, both in economy, how to pull Igbos down. In anything they did, the blocking of the areas. Even, I'm telling you, I'm just surviving by the grace of God. These people are not out of business due to the forest. You understand? I'm not a national businessman. I just, when I get there, if I come back after saying I found myself good loss. So I'm just, because there are no 7 8 die. Have a friend who is living in US. I called him, boy, how far now? Are you sleeping there? So let's make a fact for this. The guy told me, I said, get me this. The guy said, I send him money from here. That's the only guy that keep me running. You understand?
Yeah.
You're always keeping me busy. I'm telling you, honestly speaking, because I already tried to push me out of the business. You understand?
Yeah.
But by the grace of God, we are surviving. It's coming. Not when it happens. You hear this. We don't speak out to. We don't speak out. We don't because our brother want to be a president. We don't want to speak out. But when we come, all of us. I remember the time when we are in 80s and 90s when I'm in Karata. I know how this TV behaves.
Thank you, Mr. Great. Thank you, Mr. Great.
Today now is watching them. And we are starting for them. We that start for them and fighting for them.
Thank you, Mr. Great.
What they done to us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution. 08164425875. Hello, good morning.
Mary, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great, Mr. Peter Monse. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I don't think it's for me. It's a new thing. If they say Tinubu did not include any Igbo in his planning committee for inauguration. Number one is that maybe we will have to find out a system that after election, everything about election swearing in should be put on hold until the final decision of the court, since we always go to court to decide who is our president. Because what of tomorrow, the table turns. Then we will do another inauguration, another person will do another committee for inauguration. I should have wanted this thing to be put on hold. And I don't know, I get confused. Maybe the Constitution did not provide for that. Then the Constitution needs to be reviewed. See, I believe that Tinubu, people may not want to believe this. Since Obasanjo and Pa Adebayo have told us, and I believe in them, and I stand on that perspective, that this should have been the turn of the Igbos. Tinubu was not supposed to come out when we say the presidency should go to the south, and then it should have been migration to the southeast. Immediately, Tinubu came out. That's where I know that Tinubu does not believe in integrating the Igbos. For him, I think people accuse some of us that he took part in killing the Igbos during the Civil War. Yes, what did he do after that? After the Civil War, he integrated the Igbos. And up to today, still believe that Igbo is part of Nigeria, and one of them is supposed to be the president this time around. So Obasanjo has made up for whatever. He was fighting for oneness of Nigeria. And that's why he's trying to say that Igbos should be the president. People never believe in the Igbos, because if he believed in them, he would not have come out. He should have backed the the Igbo person to be the president. So the Igbo should go and sit down. Some of them are worse than Judas. They are believing in themselves. And finally, please, you said the Taraba state governor has joined Buhari to plead for forgiveness. Am I right?
Yeah, yes.
Good.
Kanduje and the
Now,
rest,
when
yeah.
they deliberately commit atrocities, marginalize their people, traumatize their people, then they will come out to beg for forgiveness. That's why yesterday I was like, why should Buhari ask for forgiveness? She asking the parents of the Chibok girls to forgive him, that their daughters are still with criminals, and Buhari that has given his two daughters in place within this administration, then other people have lost their own daughters to criminals, and is it the women in the farm that were raped and then killed? Then the only thing Buhari said is learn to live in peace with your neighbors. Instead of ordering the criminals, the Fulani AK-47 carrying headsmen from the farms. Is that those people that will forgive him?
Thank you, Mr. Peter Mose.
Now he's telling us that he will move down to Niger Republic.
Thank
Let him go. He has invested in Niger. Let him go to Niger. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Sister Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. What's your name and your location?
Yeah, I am Mr. Stephen. I'm calling from Dubai.
Okay, great. Go ahead, Mr. Stephen.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, Sister Mary,
Yeah.
I am very happy to get you online today. God will bless you and bless Rufai, and He will keep you people alive because you are standing on the truth. You guys are not biased. You are not afraid. You are really defending your profession as a journalist. I want to make an input.
Okay.
The truth has to be told. Okay, hello, Sister Mary. Do I still have you?
Yes, you are. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Yeah. The truth must have to be said. Nigeria as a nation, as a country, has failed in the recent times. Okay? This time around, as progressive Nigerians, we are not talking about ethnicity, we are not talking about religion. We are talking about, steps to take to fix back our country. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, I am an Igbo man, but I think it's high time we started speaking the truth and standing on the truth. The outgoing administration has failed us. Buhari came into power giving us a lot of promises. He didn't meet up with any one of them. Now, the same old pattern is about to come in again. You see it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry. Thank you so much for calling. The line just went off. The numbers to call is 08164425875. That's the number to call in to join the conversation. And remember to send your WhatsApp. I'm going to take them shortly. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Aww. Hello? Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello,
good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I can hear you. Welcome. What's your name and location?
Yeah, Oyedikachi. I'm calling from Syria.
Okay, welcome, Oyedikachi. Good to have you. Go ahead.
You see, Iwanya and others who are calling.
Hello? Okay. 08164425875. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name and location?
May God bless Rufai.
What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir?
My name is Ezinna Benson.
Okay.
May God bless Rufai.
Okay.
Every time, and you too. and precious. God bless you people. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And God bless you too. 08164425875. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Precious.
Good morning to you.
Mary, how are you?
I'm doing great. What's your name and location?
My name is Ozo from Isolo.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. All these things, our people like Iwanyan and rest of them saying, they are blaspheming of the truth. Number one. Two, Buhari, who say that he's apologizing to Nigeria. Where do we start? Where did he start to apologize to Nigeria? Is it from A or B? Why the court judged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu and he ceased to say you are not going anywhere? Why? Where is he starting to apologize to Nigeria? All these things that are happening, everybody's seeing it. Even the world is seeing it. Now, today, they say we are not united. Now we are united and the world join hand and the tribes join hand to do 23 election. After the truth, they turn it upside down. When they see the uploading was LP, they change it. Mahmoud change it. And nothing was done to him today. And they go about doing, and our look at people are dying. And people are there as a journalist looking at it. And our judiciaries, our lawmakers, our tribunals, they are there seeing all those things. And they are trying to put us into this wall again. Make una think of it, oh. Make una think of it, oh. Look what is happening in the media today. Everybody's lamenting, everybody's crying. Is it how we are going to continue with this country? Mr. Talentil, I greet you. Yeah. Everybody who are contributing to the better of this country.
Yeah,
I say may God bless us.
Yeah,
that's what I have to say this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution. Now we'll head on to YouTube to take some of the messages that okay, we have this one from Speakerless. Says Tinubu and his government will, after 8 years, ask for forgiveness as Buhari did. What a shame. He would have used the remaining 1 month to do something to help the citizen if he is truly sorry for all he did. Okay, thank you, Speakerless. I can only take one message from you, though you have lots here. From we have another one from Frank. Frank says, going separate ways is not the solution to Nigeria's problem. Until our leaders and individuals start loving one another, keep off tribal and showing equality, above all, discipline and fear of God. Thank you so much for your message. Another one here says, Charles Ohaka Mary, I don't trust a Nation newspaper regarding Iwayawu. I think Ononuga writes on the Nation's newspaper. So my conclusion is that the story is false, not true. Okay, thank you, Mr. Charles, for your message. Now we head on to WhatsApp to take messages. Good morning, Mary. The news coming out of Sudan is not good one at all. Securing our citizens there should be a national affair. I urge the Nigerian government to do everything possible to get our people out from that war zone. Everyone must be secured. From HRHB Sunwoku in Oshodi. Thank you for your message. Good morning, Mary. Igbos have ended the civil war with Nigerian, but Nigeria has not ended the civil war with Igbos. Gabi from Ojo. Okay, thank you, Gabi, for your message. This is Igbo senators in the 10th Assembly should just sponsor and champion a bill for true rotational president because they are lacking political knowledge and inclusive. Okay, thank you so much for your message, Emeka from Alaba. Okay, let me read the next one here. Says, good morning, Mary. Stakeholders disagree over sharing of $8 million subsidy palliative to vulnerable Nigerians by outgoing APC government. And why can't APC use the money to fix refineries? Leo from Lagos. Thank you, Leo, for your message. Okay, Samuel from Lekki says, good morning, Mary and the entire crew. Well, whoever wants forgiveness must show he is truly changed and is truly sorry. Buhari did not only fail in his promises, he also destroyed the entire tapestry of what holds Nigeria together. His decision to keep Nnamdi Kanu in custody, even after several courts have released him, goes a long way to show his hatred. If he's sorry, he should do the right thing. Thank you, Samuel from Lekki, for your message. Good morning, Mary. May God bless you and Rufai. What I want to say is this: if after so many years back after the Biafra War of Defense and Freedom ended, the Igbos cannot be trusted, and Igbos being included in the leadership of this country, then let's go their ways. Okay, thank you, Babeji, for your message. We'll go back to the phone lines now. The number is 08164425875. Hello, good morning.
No, good morning.
Good morning. Kindly turn down the volume on your radio set.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and location?
Dan Nicholas calling from Oshodi.
Okay, Dan Nicholas, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Good morning to Mr. Rufai too. Mary, see what we have been saying. The Igbos have been saying. I'm an Igbo man. So what Igbos have been saying, it seems as if they don't know what they are saying. But whatever Igbos are complaining is the truth. Okay, look at APs have promised to bring Nigerians down.
Yes. Sudan.
The country where they are spread from Sudan, yeah. The same APs did it in Libya, and the same APs did it in South Africa. And it's an Igbo man. But when it comes to governing, they will now remember that Igbo man is not supposed to be in government now. That is to be a president. But Igbo man, when Igbo man wants to help Nigerians, he never think about the Yorubas, he never think about the Hausas, he think about Nigeria generally, which is one Nigeria. That one is one. Okay, our president now saying that he's apologizing. I don't know the kind of apology he's doing. Like when somebody is confessing, when somebody wants to confess the sins he have committed, he is confessing to repent. But when somebody is confessing, at the same time he's confessing, he is still inside that sin. I don't know how that person will repent from the sin. And why I say this is because of Nnamdi Kanu. You are holding Nnamdi Kanu in captive, and you are saying that the people you have wronged should forgive you. How is Igbo going to forgive you, or Nigerians? How are they going to forgive you? And the Chibok girls are there. A lot of people are dying here and there, and you say that they should forgive you. Okay, if Mr. President they knows about the forgiveness he's pleading for, he could have done his best to bring back our people from the country where there is war now. So that we said, okay, with this one he have done now, this present one he have done now, then people will begin to forgive him for the past ones he have not done. But rather, he still leave them there. He never talk anything about them there. They'll just say there's no way to bring them down. They said they will to follow the road. While others are following it to bring their own citizens back, they said they will follow road. How many days will it take them? How many months will it take them? And we are begging us for forgiveness. We forgive him, no. There's no problem. And the third one is exclusion of Igbos in the inauguration planning. Like what the headline said this morning. He said some people are defending it. Say some APC chieftains are defending it. Say that this is not the real inauguration. I don't know whether after this inauguration there will be another inauguration which they will include Igbos in end. So that question needs to be answered. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. 08164425875 is the number. What's your take? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name and location?
Yeah. My name is Frenchman. I'm calling from Ladebo.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to contribute for her to be asking for forgiveness. Mary, I understand that whenever they want to host anything for Nigerians or for the world, they go to the Ego Square to tell the Nigerians or the world what they want to say. I don't think that he's being in the house to say forgive Nigerians to forgive him. That's the best way to do it. I think he's supposed to stand firm for that in Ego Square to say, yes, Nigerians, please forgive me. And the Nigerians will listen. Even people who are angry, they will listen. But staying in the mosque or in his house, they say that one is not true. I don't think it's... They know what they are doing, all of them. Please, and don't let anybody to deceive Nigerians. They are deceiving us. That's the truth. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Interesting conversation we're having this morning. Let's head on to YouTube. We have quite lots of comments there. We have this one from Emmanuel Ukwegu. Says, as much as I'm not happy with what is happening, I'm actually very happy with this spread or the speed by which this these are deteriorating. Instead of opening and treating the wounds, we are lying and covering it up. Emmanuel, thank you for your message. Emmanuel OC, another Emmanuel, said Nigeria is not a democratic country yet. Okay, thank you. King Will says the Nigerian state should be careful so that what is happening in Sudan will not start with us in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Thank you so much, King, for your message. Tracy Ayawa said, good morning, Mary. Buhari is apologizing to Nigerians. I thought he said he did all he promised. So why is he apologizing? Okay, thank you so much for your message. Alex HQ said, Nigerian president-elect using power bank in a country that does not have lights. No be juju be that. No be juju be that one. Okay, thank you so much for your message. And I think we'll stop here now, and then we'll take more messages from WhatsApp, and then we'll go back to the phone lines. Okay, we have this one that says, good morning, Mary. Some Nigerians are still convinced that the APC government failed us. These are the ones still doing whatever it takes to have them back in power. My advice to my conscious Nigerians is to sit back and let them swear in the new president-elect. Then in a few months from then, everyone will be more convinced that the country needs a total reset, if not too late by then. Asamuta Bright, thank you so much for your message. Now, good morning, Mary, but why this apology of a thing from this outgoing government? Jonathan departure message was that we will regret his departure. I just expect less from this government continuity. They are not best for this country. Let's just be united as a nation and have faith, because nothing good will come from this current political class. God bless Nigeria. God bless VOP. God bless Mary and Rufai. SON from Ikotu. Thank you for your message. And another one from Comrade Peterson says, the wicked cannot go free. For everyone who has done evil to evil should wait for the anger of God. For me, I'm not disturbed about the injustice in Nigeria. Evil will always settle. Evil's always settling the peace. Setting the pace. Okay. Thank you so much for your message. And lastly, this morning is from Agose. Good morning, Mary, and good morning, Nigerians. Igbos have been excluded for so long that we no longer even care. If they succeed in stopping Peter Obi from being president, let them just create an enabling environment that is peaceful and fair so every Nigerian can live a better life. I don't care who is president if everything works. Thank you so much, Ace from Agor. And I think we'll take one more call and then we'll round off the conversation. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome. You're my last caller today.
Thank you very much. Ikan calling you from Isaac.
Yeah, Mr. Ikan. Welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Mary.
Yes.
From the headline, they say Igbo has not been included in the transition program. Now I ask, where is the Labour Minister? Where is Esibe and all those people who were in the APC? And today, we can't even hear anything from them. The INEC president-elect has come back to Nigeria. He's telling us that he's healthy and is prepared for the tax. I want Nigerians to be prepared and ready, because everything has its own time. Like I normally say, if there's no justice in the land would know no peace. Let there be justice. Let there be equity. Let there be fairness. We are tired of all this. Look at Japan, power came to evacuate their citizens from Sudan. Look at Uganda. Look at even Kenya. The Nigerians, who seem to be the sleeping giants, what do? They are not taking Nigeria to route.
Thank you.
That would be possible.
Thank you.
It is not unfair.
Thank you, Mr. Egan. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you are last caller for today. Thank you to you too for being part of the program, for calling in, participating, sending WhatsApp messages, following us on YouTube, all of that. Thank you. We appreciate you. Coming up next at 8 o'clock is Ogen Digbo, an interesting program. You don't want to miss it. We are the voice of the people, 90.3 FM. My name is Mary Onaife Debbie. I'll be here again tomorrow, God willing, from 7 to 8. Do not change the dial. Keep it here. We are the voice of the people.
Voice of the people. Find your brand. Find your voice.